16. Wait a second, please. I have a problem here. Okay, 16 and 2. All right, 16 and 2. So sorry, that's not okay. And then we have Luis Mozo, Mr. Mozo. What are your two options? What are your two options, Luis?
1
1, okay.
and 7.
1 and 7. Okay, no possible, Mr. Mozo. Go on, Herman. What are your two options?
15
15?
and 4.
15, right?
15
15 and
and
4.
4.
Okay, sorry, Herman. That's no possible. Go on, Mrs. Perilla, Mrs. Vanegas Perilla. Laura, what are your two options?
18.
18. Okay.
And 8.
And 8. All right, no possible. Okay, and then we go with Paola Castañeda. Again.
19.
19, okay.
11.
11. Okay, no, Paola. Then we go with, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Then we go with Eliana. Go on. What are your two options, Eliana?
6
6
and 4.
and 4. All right, no. Okay. And what about Luis Mozo? I know, sir. Yes. Well, all right, go on, Luis. Luis, I'm sorry. Go on, Luis.
20
20, okay.
1.
And 1. Okay, Luisa Marfoy. Luisa Marfoy, what are your two options? I'm sorry, yo te bajé la mano, I'm sorry. I put your hand down.
18
18, okay.
and 11.
And 11. Okay, no. And then we go again with Gloria.
Miss 17.
17, good.
17. 8.
And 8. All right. And then we go with Jasmine Vargas. What are your two options, Jasmine?
14.
14, why? Or 14?
14.
Ah, okay, 14.
14 and 7.
And 10. All right, no. Then we go with Freddie. Go on, Freddie.
13.
13. Good pronunciation, Freddie.
1.
And 1. All right. What's the pronunciation, Freddie?
Is 2:30.
Yeah, but remember the L is silent. Silent L. Okay, silent L. Okie dokie.
Okay.
So what's the
Yes.
pronunciation?
It's 2:30.
Excellent. All right. So one more round. Go on, Luis.
40.
40 no hay. 40 no.
40.
No, 40 no hay. Será 14. 14?
14.
Ah,
Yes.
okay, 14.
14.
14, okay. And?
6.
And 6, okay. Good. What's the pronunciation, Luis?
Is
It's 12.
Is 12:43.
Good,
43.
good. Yeah, how do you say 14 in English?
14.
No, 14.
14.
Teen.
Teen.
Okay, Mr. Roballo, what are your two options, Mr. Roballo? Ricardo.
9,
9. Okay. Uh-huh.
15,
15.
15,
Okay. All right. No, Mr. Roballo. And do we have Paola Castañeda? Go on.
The 7,
7. Okay. Uh-huh.
15.
15. Okay. No possible, Paola. Then we have Juliet Hill. Go on, Juliet.
18.
18. Okay, Juliet.
7.
And 7. Okay, what's the pronunciation, Juliet? Very good. Pronunciation, Juliet?
Quarter past 5.
Yes, 5:15. Great. All right. And then we have Jasmine Vargas. Go on, Jasmine.
80.
80, no hay 80. 80 no hay. Creo que ya se fue
18.
también.
80.
18, pero ya se fue también, mira. 18.
Perdón.
Será 8. 8?
8. Mhm.
Okay, 8.
19.
19. Okay, Jasmine. And Christian. Go on, Christian.
4
4. Okay.
or 20.
And 20. Okay, sorry, Christian. Gloria Jimenez.
Miss,
Yeah.
Miss, yeah. 11,
11. Uh-huh.
19.
19. All right. German. German, what's your answer? What are your two options?
17
17, okay.
and 10.
And 10. All right, sorry, German. And Ingrid Carrillo? Go on, Ingrid.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Ingrid.
17.
17? 17?
17.
Uh-huh.
And 11.
And 11?
No.
All right, sorry, no. Gloria again? No, sorry, Luisa Marfoy first. Luisa Marfoy first. Sorry, Luisa. Luisa, go on.
Okay. Sorry, I can. Okay. Yes. 20
20, okay, 20. Uh-huh.
and 11.
And 11. All right, Luisa, what's the pronunciation, Luisa?
It's 7 to 10.
It's 7 to 10. Great. Yeah, and then we go with Gloria. Go on, Gloria.
Miss,
Yes.
12.
Okay.
9.
And 9. All right, no. Okay, sorry, Gloria. And Juliet Hill. Go on, Juliet.
10.
10. Okay, 10.
8. 8.
And 8. Okay, Juliet. What's the pronunciation, Juliet?
40 past 6.
Yes, very good. 2 points for Juliet. You already have discovered 2. Very good, Juliet. Go on, Herman. You were going to participate, Herman? Not anymore?
Veo el tablero.
All right.
Okay.
Go on.
9
9,
and
huh?
12.
And 12. All right, sorry, everyone. Okay, here we have Paula Perez. Go on, Paula Perez. Mrs. Perez, what is your option?
9
Okay,
and 12.
in 12. All right, sorry, Miss Perez. And Juliet Chamorro, Mrs. Chamorro, what's your answer?
9.
9, okay.
12. No, tell me.
Oh, sorry?
No. 15.
15. All right, sorry, Mrs. Chamorro. Paola Castañeda, go on.
I am 16.
16. Wait a second. 16, okay, 16
4.
and 4. All right, sorry. Sorry, Paola. Mr. Roballo, go on.
9,
9, okay,
4.
and 4. Good, Mr. Roballo. What's the pronunciation for that, Mr. Roballo?
30 minutes, 12.
Okay. In 4, 30 minutes to 12. That's good, Mr. Roballo. Then we have, let's go with Laura Perilla. Go on, Laura. What are your two options? Let's see if you can get, there are 3 possible couples.
19.
19? 19, okay, 19.
And 16.
And 16. All right, what's the pronunciation there, Laura?
It's 305.
Good, excellent, Laura. It's 305, good. And there we go with Jasmine. Jasmine, let's try for the last one. What would be that last couple?
12.
12,
17.
okay. 17?
17.
Okay, 17, good. What's the pronunciation?
It's 4, 5. But after.
I'm sorry, one more time, please. It's 45, no 45, 45.
It's 45.
Ajá.
But after 10.
Pero tienes que decir past o after. Cualquiera de las dos que uses está bien, pero no las dos al tiempo, Jasmine.
Señor.
¿Ok? Y no es 10, sino 10. Remember 10. 10, 10, 10. Yes. And, okay, no, the last one is very easy, guys. Let's get, if I have here, guys, we have this option. Can you please type in the chat box what is that in numbers? Could you please type in the chat box this time and tell me what it is in numbers? Because this is letters, but I need to know in numbers. What is that? Can anybody please type the answer in the chat box? It says it's 5 minutes to 2. So what is that time? Could you please type that in the chat box? Anybody? Let's see if there are answers there. What is your answer for that? Let's check what the people said. It's taking a lot. All right, let's see. Here we have it said, okay. All right. Okay. Let's see if there are different answers or if everybody agrees. By now we have Freddy's answers, Laura's answers, Paola's answers, John answers. Good, guys, excellent. Actually, yes, that's 1:55. That's right. It's 5 minutes to 2. Very good, guys. Okay, guys. That's to practice with the time. Now, in this moment, let's see if there's one hand over there in order to practice. Guys, what's the time right now? Can you please tell me the time in this moment? Please raise your hand and tell me what is the time now. What's the time right now? At this moment, what's the time, Mr. Torres? What's the time? Mr. Torres, what's the time, Mr. Torres? Juan Torres, what's the
Yes,
time?
teacher. It's 6.5.
But is it possible to say 6.5?
Oh,
Because that's
no,
like the
sorry,
translation
sorry.
from Spanish.
Sorry, teacher. Half
Okay,
to 6.
half to 6? No, but it's half is
Teacher, I
okay.
can see.
I have, no, I'm not presenting anything, Freddy. No estoy mostrando
Okay.
nada. Pues la imagen que están viendo ahorita. So let's help Juan to make the correction. So guys, something important to take into account. Remember, we use the element. We can say half. Okay. Can you see my screen, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Good. So possibilities here, Juan, and everybody. To say this time. Remember some things to take into account. So we can use the word have. Okay, we can use the word have. Actually, it's very, very good one. Just remember, it's not possible to say 6.5 for the time, because 6.5, it's this. Okay, this is 6.5. Let me show you. 6.5. This is 6.5. Right, Juan? Do you understand my point? Oh, God.
Yes, teacher, yeah.
Yeah. So that's one possibility. Half to 6. I don't think it's wrong, but half to 6 would be this
No.
one. This is half to 6.
No, teacher, sorry. Half past to 6
Yeah,
is
but
the
no
correct.
2.
Past 6.
Okay, 6:30. Right now it's 6:30, although in this moment is 6:32, but when you say that, it's 6:30. Okay? So guys, we were practicing with the time there. Very good, Juan. And something else, something important there for Juan and for everybody. Guys, remember when we have this word, the L is silent. The L is silent, so we don't pronounce the L, okay? The L is silent, so we are not going to say half, we say half 6:30, okay? 6:30. No 6:30, but 6:30. Let me show you in the dictionary as well, just in case you want to practice one day. And we're going to see the word half is actually silent. Okay, the word, no, the L. The L in half is silent. So look, right here we have the pronunciation. And you will see that they don't say half, they say half. Okay, that's I know it's here, but that's English, guys. It's English.
Half.
Can you listen to that, guys? Can you hear that? Hello? Can you hear that pronunciation?
Half.
Yes.
Half.
Right. You see? So
Half.
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 6:30, 7:30. All right. So guys, do you have any questions about the time or about telling time? Any questions? There was something that Luisa asked me through the email, and it's true. In the in bright space on the video, there is one mistake. They say like, what is the mistake, Luisa? Could you remind me of the mistake in bright space?
Okay. In the video, say,
You remember if it's 2:30 or 3:30 or 3:40?
is 30.
Uh-huh. 30?
Oh, no, is 3 to 10.
3 to 10. No, 10 to 2. Or 10 to 3, I guess.
Oh, okay, no, is 2:50.
2:50. Yeah. And in the video they say?
10 to 3.
I know, but that is okay, Ulisa. 10 to 3 is okay.
No, is in the video is 10 to 3. But
10 to 3. Okay.
10 past 3.
Exactly. So this is the time, right? This is the time. In the video, this is the time. Right? 3 to 10.
Yes.
Sorry. 3:10, right? But they say 10 to 3. So guys, that is a mistake in bright space, okay? Just in case if you see that a mistake, it's actually wrong. That is incorrect, okay? for everybody. Anybody have questions about the topic of the time? Any questions or problems? No? Ay, Dios mío. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Me quedé sin conexión.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Something happened. Okay. All right, guys. So that's in terms of time. Anyway, in Brightspace, you will practice a little bit more with this topic. Now, guys, we're going to have a listening activity. Okay. From this listening activity, guys, I need you to pay attention to some details. Okay. We're going to listen to a conversation. This conversation is called getting an ID card. Like when you go to a place like a library, like a club, sometimes you need an ID card and they ask you for some information, some personal information. Okay? So in this activity, guys, the first thing we're going to see here, please let me do this. You have 8 questions. 8 questions, all right? So here we have, can you spell that, please? And what's your nationality? Have you got the form? What's your postcode? What's your school? What's your address? And what's your date of birth? Finally, have you got a photo? Here we have in this conversation, you are going to listen to these 8 questions. Your first mission is to put these questions in order based on the conversation. So in the conversation, these questions have an order. I gave you an example. Number 1, the first question is, have you got the form? Have you got the form? This is question number 1. Okay, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Have you got the form? And question number 8 is, have you got a photo or a photo? Okay, so number 1 and number 8. So your mission is to put in order or organize these 6 sentences. Okay, these 6 sentences based on the audio. Based on the audio, we listen and put these things in order. Is the instruction clear or is like confusing? Please let me know. Is it clear or is confusing?
Teacher, confusing.
Confusing? Good.
Confuses.
So here we're going to have these 8 questions. We have question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here there is a conversation. You, from your houses near the computer, you are going to try to tell me, based on the audio, what is the order of these questions. My example is, question number 1 is, have you got the form? Have you got the form? Listen to, have you got the form?
International
Guys, are you listening? Can you listen to that, guys?
student ID card?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So please listen to the first question.
International student ID card?
Yes, that's right.
Have you got the form?
You see, have you got the form? That is question number 1. According to the conversation, we are going to organize these questions. Let's listen to question number 2.
Yes, here it is.
Okay, let's see. Name, Ahmed. Surname, Saeed. Age 14. Address, oh, what's your address?
So what is the question number 2, guys?
What's your address?
What's your address? So we're going to use that question here. So the idea is to organize the questions from 1 to 8. From 1 to 8. This is 1, this is 2. Is it clearer now or still confusing?
Clear.
Clear?
Clear.
Here, yes.
Ricardo, is it clear for you? Yes? You have a happy face? All right. Okay, guys. So I'm going to play the audio. Please take notes. Please take notes on a piece of paper or write a keyword. Escriben una palabrita nomás para que se acuerden cuál era el orden en que las escucharon. All right. So vamos a hacer, we're going from the top. Listen and try to organize the
International student ID card?
Yes, that's right.
Have you got the form?
Yes, here it is.
Okay, let's see. Name, Ahmed. Surname, Saeed. Age 14. Address, oh, what's your address?
14 Spring Avenue.
14 Spring Avenue.
Leicester.
Can you spell that, please?
Leicester.
Mm-hmm. What's your postcode?
LE 14 2GZ.
LE 14 2GS.
No, 2GZ.
Okay, 2GZ. And what's your nationality?
I'm British.
What's your school?
Newtown Secondary School. NEWTOWN.
Mm-hmm. And what's your date of birth?
The 2nd of June, 1998.
The 2nd of the 6th, 1998. Have you got a photo?
Yes. Here you are.
Thank you. One moment, please. And here's your card.
Thanks. Bye.
How did it go? Is it necessary to listen to the conversation one more time or it's okay?
One more
Okay.
time, Miss.
It's
One
okay.
more time? Go, no
Okay.
problem. Here we
One
go,
more
one more time.
International student ID card.
Yes, that's right.
Have you got the form?
Yes, here it is.
Okay, let's see. Name, Ahmed. Surname, Saeed. Age 14. Address, oh, what's your address?
14 Spring Avenue.
14 Spring Avenue.
Leicester.
Can you spell that, please?
LEICESTER.
Mm-hmm. What's your postcode?
LE 14 2GZ.
LE 14 2GS.
No, 2GZ.
Okay, 2GZ. And what's your nationality?
I'm British.
What's your school?
Newtown Secondary School. NEWTOWN.
Mm-hmm. And what's your date of birth?
The 2nd of June, 1998.
The 2nd of the 6th, 1998. Have you got a photo?
Yes. Here you are.
Thank you. One moment, please. And here's your card.
Thanks. Bye.
Okie dokie, guys. So, we already determined that question number 1 was, have you got the form? Number 2, what's your address? And how about number 3? Is there a volunteer? Please raise your hand for number 3 and number 4. Go on, Laura. What's number 3? Laura Perilla.
The three is, can you spell that, please?
Okay, number 3. And number 4?
What's your postcode?
Okay, what's your postcode? Okay, now we have Freddy, go on. What about number 5 and number 6?
And what's your nationality?
Okay, please hold on. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? And number 6?
The school? What is
Yeah.
the school?
What's your school? Okay. And so we have these two. Let's listen from the next person there, Juliet Hill. What are the next two answers?
And what's your date of birth?
Of birth?
Have you got a photo?
Okay. All right, Mr. Roballo, is that your opinion? Do you agree or disagree? ¿Estás de acuerdo o no? Do you agree or disagree? Is this the order, Mr. Roballo? Yes, no? From your perspective, is it okay?
Exactly.
Right. Okay, I agree. Good. So, guys, here we have the order. Remember the first one in the pronunciation. Have you got the form? No, got. Have you got the form? What's your address? Can you spell that, please? What's your postcode? And what's your nationality? What's your school? What's your date of birth? Here, remember, we're going to say birth. Si yo digo birth, ¿cómo estoy pronunciando la I ahí? What's the pronunciation? ¿A qué le suena si yo digo birth? Birth. Miren que no estoy diciendo birth, sino birth. Birth. Like an E. Yeah, but an Spanish E, right? So birth. Birth. And have you, exactly. Have you got a photo? Have you got a photo? All right. So is there, let's listen to volunteers to read these questions. Two volunteers to read these questions with the beautiful pronunciation. Okay, Freddy, and who else? One more volunteer. Okay, Freddy, Gloria, and Ricardo. Okay, go on, Freddy. What's the pronunciation of the eight questions? Ready? Go on.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
The first?
The eight questions. Number 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
From the top, please.
From the top, Gloria. That's right. Very good, Gloria.
I can you page?
You cannot see my screen?
No.
No? Gloria, can you see my screen?
Miss,
You page.
impossible.
Now?
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
guys. Sorry. The teacher is going crazy. Go on.
Have you got the form? The form. What's your address? Can you spell that, please? What's your postcode? And what's your nationality? Where's your school? And what's your date of birth? And have you got a photo?
Yeah. Very good. Freddy, remember to say you and your. You and your. Not you. Ni your. You and your. Okay? To practice there.
You. Okay.
What's
Thanks.
your postcode? Different to what's your postcode. Okay. Go on, Gloria. Gloria and then Ricardo. Go on, Gloria.
Miss, impossible.
Sorry.
Have you got this from?
The form.
The form. I'm sorry.
It's
What's
okay.
your address?
Remember, no your, no? No your. Your. What's your?
What's your address? Can you speak that, please? What's your postcode? What's your nationality?
Nationality. It has nationality. 5 syllables. Nationality.
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 Was your school?
Ujú.
Was your day of the birth?
¿Pero cómo vamos a pronunciar la I ahí? No
Birth.
pide. Ajá.
Birth.
Ajá.
Have you got a what? Photo?
Photo or photo. Photo or photo. Okay.
Photo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just remember to soften, suavizar, soften you and your. You and your. All right?
Thanks.
Let's mostrar cómo suena you and your. Go on, Ricardo. Let's practice with you and your. Ricardo Roballo. Mr. Roballo. What's the pronunciation?
Impossible spring.
I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, Ricardo. Go on.
And you got the form. Was you asked
What's your address?
and you filled that and you filled that key.
Good.
Was your school code? What's your nationality? What's school? And what's your day of birth? And photo.
Good. Very good, guys. So, guys, let me do something. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I think it's difficult. Okay, I'm going to share again with, yes, this is the one. Okay, can you see my screen now, guys?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, guys. So, here from this activity, we had some questions, okay, about the same activity, guys. For example, in the first case, all right, we have the student name is. What is his name? Do you remember his name? Does anybody remember what his name is? Is it option A, option B, or option C?
Well, no.
No? Nobody remembers? So let's listen to that part and we check, okay? Don't worry. Sorry.
Yes, that's right.
Have you got the form?
Yes, here it is.
Okay, let's see. Name, Ahmed. Surname, Saeed. Age 14.
So guys, what's his name? Option A, option B, or option C?
B.
Yeah. Okay, Ahmed Saeed. Good. Second question is, he is 14, 15, 16.
14.
Let's check.
Surname, Saeed. Age 14.
All right, you see the pronunciation? Listen to the pronunciation. She doesn't say 14, ni 40. She says
Age 14.
14. 14. So, option A, B, or C?
A.
Yes, 14. No 40. No 40, 14. 14. Age 14. Recuerden cómo les enseñé que era Martín, 14. Okay, then we have, what's his address? What's his address? Let's listen to his address and you select the correct answer.
Address? Oh, what's your address?
14 Spring Avenue.
14 Spring Avenue.
Leicester.
Can you spell that, please?
Leiceester.
So guys, what's the correct answer for his address?
A.
Right, good. And then we have the next question is, he's Chinese, he's Russian, or he's British or British?
C.
British.
British.
British, right? Or British, yeah. If you say American English, if you like American English, British. If you like British English, British. Okay. And He goes to Newtown Secondary School, Newtown Secondary College, Newtown Secondary School. We're going to listen then, and you select the correct answer.
What's your postcode?
LGZ.
LE40
No, Z.
G nationality.
I'm British.
What's your school?
Newtown Secondary School. NEWTOWN.
And what's
So guys, what's his school? A, B, or C?
A.
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 Yes, it's A, right? Because it's no college, it's a school. Good. And the last question, his date of birth. His date of birth. His date of birth. So,
what's your date of birth?
The 2nd of June, 1998.
The 2nd of the 6th, 1998. Ah,
so guys, what is it?
B.
A, B, or C?
B.
B.
B, right? The 2nd of June, 1998. Let's check if that's the answer correct. Good. So guys, based on that activity, we're going to practice with some personal information we have there, okay? We have some questions there. This part, the first part, guys, it's related to addresses, right? Like, what's your address? Remember the pronunciation is address. What's your address?
Address.
Okay, what's your address? And in case there is something we don't understand, we have to say, can you spell that, right? Is something common there? So what's your address? In this case, it's not the email address, but only your address. And on the other hand, we have these questions. What's your postcode? What's your nationality? Remember, it has 5 syllables. Nationality or nationality. Nationality. And finally, we have this question. All these questions are related to numbers. What's your date of birth? Or there is another possibility, which is what's your birth date? No birthday, but birth date. What's your date of birth? Okay? In order to practice with these questions, guys, I brought here this presentation with some of this information in order to check possible answer and possible information. And se me olvidó agregar una ahí, guys. I forgot to add, how old are you? All right, remember that question is important too. How old are you? How old are you? Or what's your age? How old are you? Or what's your age? You can practice with any of them. Something important to remember there, guys, is that obviously how old are you? It's more common. It's way more common than what's your age. But both are necessary. Both are possible, I mean. So you can say, how old are you, or what's your age? And in the answer, the possibility is to use I'm, or I am. Remember, no I am. You can say, I am, for example, in my case, 35 years old, or simply, I am 30. It's not possible to say, I am 30 years. I am 30 years is not okay. In English, we never say I am 30 years. We say I am 30 years old. I am 30 years old. Or I am 28 years old. Or I am 20. Or I am 30. Or I am 40. Okay? And second of all, we are not going to say I have. It's no, I have 30 years old. No, I am. I am or I'm 30 years old. So remember, this question is, how old are you? 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 Okay? And on the other part of the question, guys, we have this one that we were practicing with the video. Remember, we have, what's your nationality? Or where are you from? Or where do you come from? Okay? We have those 3 possibilities. Some people didn't do the nationalities video. Algunos no hicieron la actividad de las nacionalidades que les envié el martes. Alright, también se los envié a los chicos que estaban con Mari. Did you see that video, guys, to talk about nationalities?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because some of you didn't practice at all. All right. So remember, we have these three possibilities for the question. What's your nationality? Where are you from? Or where do you come from? Porque es importante que lo vean because, guys, it's not the same to say I am from Colombia that I am Colombian. It's not possible to say I am from Colombian. That is not okay, right? I am from Colombian? No. From Colombian? No. And I am Colombia? No. Right? I'm Colombian? No. I am from Colombia. I am from Peru. I am from India. I am from China. She's from Japan. They are from Peru. They are Turkish. But no, I am Colombia. And when we use the nationality, cuando usamos la nacionalidad, we don't need from. We only say I'm Colombian, he's Peruvian, she's Venezuelan, they are American, he's British or he's British, etc. for the nationality. So we go with how old are you? What's your nationality, or where are you from, or where do you come from, with their differences there, okay? This is another possibility we practiced in the past. What's your email address? But we're not gonna focus on that one. What's your birth date? What's your birth date, or what's your date of birth? Or can I have your birth date, please? Okay, something important in our cases, because sometimes there are similarities with Spanish, it's true, but there are some differences. There are some differences with the birth dates, okay? We're going to check that later. And here, this is another possibility for personal questions. We have, what's your marital or marital status? What's your marital status, or in your marital status? Okay, so we have in the possibilities, I'm single, I'm married, or I am married, or I'm divorced. Okay, so if the question is, what's your marital status? I'm single, I'm married, I'm divorced, I'm without, okay, viudo, viuda, without, etc. Okay, what's your marital status? And I guess we're going to include this one, which I consider very important for our contexts, which is, what's your address? What's your address, or in your address? So I brought here some examples, okay? You can say it's, for example, in the boys case, in the listening activity, it's 14 Spring Avenue, Leicester, or my address is 14 Spring Avenue, Leicester. Guys, if it's your address, please do not translate them. No se traducen. We never translate addresses. No se pueden traducir. No los pueden traducir, porque si ustedes ponen Street 52, no hay en Bogotá ningún Street 52. ¿A dónde va a llegar el paquete? So we are not going to translate. We are not going to translate addresses, but we can spell them. Si las podemos deletrear. All right? We can spell them. For example, CALLE 52A 976. Okay, 976, or number 976, etc. If we talk about addresses from Bogotá or addresses in Colombia, we are not going to translate them. No les vamos a traducir las que digamos de Colombia, okay? No, it's not possible, guys. It's not okay to translate addresses. No podemos traducirlos, es como traducir sus nombres, no se traducen. Los nombres, las direcciones y algunas otras cosas no tienen traducción. Entonces no vamos a utilizar ni carrera como career, ni calle como street, no. Obviamente si lo decimos, pues no nos van a entender mucho, pero en ese caso nos van a pedir que lo deletreemos, que eso es lo que vamos a hacer, deletrear la dirección. Okay? Guys, do you have any questions up to this moment? Any questions or problems? Remember, we were using how old are you? Please raise your hand if you have a question or you have a problem. Please raise your hand for questions or problems. Ricardo, do you have a question or problem? Mr. Robayo? No? Okay, Luisa, what's your question or answer? Your question, Luisa Marcoy.
Okay. Can you pronounce
Mm-hmm.
the TH in the birth date?
Yeah, birth date, birth
Birth.
date, birth date, or date of birth, right? Birth date or date of birth. Okay,
Okay.
Lisa?
Yes. In the date April 9
Mm-hmm.
is T and H. How
Uh-huh.
do you say T
That's
and
the
H?
number? April
Yes.
9th.
9.
Yes, we're going to check that now that you mentioned that. I brought something to check that. Okay, don't worry. Okay, what else? Any other questions, Luisa, meanwhile? Or from the others, do you guys have any other questions?
If you're passionate about mechanical gaming...
No? Questions, problems?
No, miss.
No, it's fine. Okay, Luisa, no more questions?
No more, miss.
Okay, great. So guys, we're going to be checking things that we didn't check in other classes, or maybe the new guys can help us. The first thing is nationalities, right? With the nationalities. So, although they have some similarities with Spanish, there are some others that are a little different, at least the pronunciation, okay? So remember, we can have something here, it's the country, and something a little different is going to be the nationality. For example, from the video, let's mention a country, the countries, and the nationalities. Remember the countries and the nationalities in the videos, guys?
Yes.
From the video? Okay. Well, first, let's start with our country, which is the easiest, Colombia. And the nationality, what's the nationality for Colombia?
Colombian.
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 Right, Colombian. So is it okay to say I am from Colombian? Is it okay?
No.
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 And in this case, I am from Colombia.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in this case, we're going to use from. Okay, what other countries from the video? Other countries from the video?
China.
China, good pronunciation, China. And the nationality?
Chinese.
Chinese, excellent. China and Chinese, great. What else? What others?
France.
Mexico.
Guys, let's raise their hands because sometimes it's difficult to check like that what you mean, all right? We have, no, okay. Go on, Laura. What other nationalities you got?
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, okay. United Kingdom, the United Kingdom. Oh, sorry, the United Kingdom, or sometimes called the UK, right? So it's very common to call it the UK. The UK, and the nationality, Laura?
British.
Great. It's British or British. If you are British, if you like British accent, remember to say British, or if not, just say British, okay? And hold on, because I just see there is a comment in the chat box. I didn't check before. I'm ready. All right. And okay, what other nationalities do we have there? Freddy, go on. Freddy and then Herman. Go on, Freddy.
Scotland.
Scotland, good. Scotland, And the nationality?
Scottish.
Scottish. Okay. Yes, I think there is a mistake here, and I think it's the double T, right? Isn't it? I think here, guys, can you please confirm if Scotland has two T's? And Herman, go on. What's your what nationalities can you share with us?
Argentina.
Good. Argentina. And the nationality?
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentinian. 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 Right. Okay. Thanks very much. And what about Gloria? Gloria.
French.
Is that the country or the nationality?
Nationality.
Yeah, nationality.
Nationality.
Good. And the country? The country?
French.
So it's similar? The country and the nationality are similar?
French. Right? French?
France.
France.
France. So can you please repeat what is the country?
France.
And the nationality?
French.
Yes. All right, remember it's different. Okay, and then we have Mr. Mozo. Luis Mozo. What other nationalities did you see in the video or countries? Italy, good. We have Italy or Italy. And the nationality?
Italian.
Really? Italian?
Italian.
Or Italian?
Italian.
All right, Mr. Mozo, good. And Christian, go on.
Peru.
Peru, yes, Peru. They say Peru. And the nationality?
Peruvian.
Peruvian. That's right. Okay. So guys, remember here, we are not going to use from. So we say, I am Colombian. He's Chinese. She's British or British. He's Scottish. They are Argentinian. We are French. They are Italian. He's Peruvian. But in this case, in all these cases, we're going to use from. He's from China. He's from the United Kingdom. He's from Scotland. He's from Argentina. They are from France. She's from Italy. They are from Peru. Okay? Do you have any questions about the nationalities? Freddy, you have an extra nationality? Freddy Ibanez? Hello?
Question, teacher.
Go on, what's your question?
The nationality is equals the language?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, for example, in Spain, Spanish. In England, English, right? In Italy, Italian. In France, French. In Portugal, Portuguese. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
In Japan,
Japanese.
Yeah, that's true, Freddy. Nationalities are the same as languages when we talk about the origin of the language, right? Because, for instance, in Colombia, well, we speak Spanish, but that's not our nationality, right? Yes, exactly, right? Or Colombian Spanish, maybe, but well, that's not a nationality. So, guys, no more questions about nationalities? Any other questions? Yes, no? It's okay? Well, I hope it's okay. Meanwhile, Luisa Markfoy had a very interesting question about the dates and the pronunciation because they are a little different in English and Spanish, okay? They have similarities, that's true, but they have big differences. So we're going to check those differences in order to check the answer, guys, for this question. What's your birth date, or what is your date of birth? Okay, birth date and date of birth. So we're going to check how to say that in English.
How to say the date in English. For dates in spoken English, we always use an ordinal number for the day.
Okay, so something important here first is that in English we use the ordinal numbers. So what are the ordinal numbers? Ordinal numbers is like when we say first, second, third, okay? Those are the ordinal numbers in English. With the days, we always use ordinal numbers, always. At least in English. In Spanish is different, so that is one of the biggest differences. For instance, in Spanish we say 4, but in English, no, we say 4th of July, the 4th of July, okay? So that's the first difference. Number one, we use ordinal numbers.
We say the 4th of July and not 4 of July. 4th is an ordinal number. Ordinal numbers show order or sequence. Normally, there is a th at the end of the number. For example, 7, 7th, 13, 13th. However, there are some exceptions. The ordinal numbers that are highlighted in red in the chart are irregular or have a slight change in spelling.
Okay, so here we have the order of the ordinal numbers, guys. As they say in this video, we use ordinal numbers for sequences. Okay, when we mention the sequence of something, we say first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. Important thing about the ordinal numbers, for example, in this case, if we have here this number in cardinal numbers is 1, but this is not 1, it's first. And this is where we have the ST, where the ST comes from. De ahí es donde viene la ST. Cuando ven los números con ST, o RD, o ND, o TH, de ahí viene. So in this case, first, the last two letters are S and T. So we say 1, ST, so first, okay, first. Then we have second, okay, second. So we have the number 2, ND, because the last two letters are N and D, second, and so on. Then we have third. Remember the pronunciation is third, not third, third. So in this case, we're going to pronounce like in first, third, the I sounds like an E. Ahí en el primero y en tercero, la I va a sonar como una E, ¿no? First and third, not first ni third. First and third, okay? Then we have fourth, okay, fourth. And what we do is to add a TH. Lo que hacemos es agregarle la TH al cardinal. El cardinal es fourth, okay? The ordinal number, fourth. Le vamos a agregar la TH, fourth, okay? Then we have this number, okay? In cardinal numbers, 5. In ordinal number, fifth. So the pronunciation changes, the structure changes. Fifth, okay? Fifth. Then we have sixth, okay? Sixth. Again, we have a TH. We only add the TH. The last two letters, TH. 7, okay? 7. 8, 9, okay? Although we don't have the E, we still pronounce 9. Mira que aquí le quitamos la E, ¿no? Al 9 le quitamos la E para hacerlo ordinal. Sería como el noveno. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 también cambia, ¿no? También cambia del cardinal al ordinal. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20th. Very important, the pronunciation, guys. Have you ever heard of the 20th century fox? The 20th century fox. So this is where it comes from. 20th. Or in British English, that would be 20th. 20th or 20th. So it changes. Cambia la estructura. 20th. 20th, 20th, 20th. And the pronunciation a little bit. Pero miren lo que pasa en 21. Miren, what's the difference? Can we say 20th first? Is it possible with 20, guys? What do you think? Look at the difference. What's the difference between 20th and 21st? What is the big change? Can you identify the change? Ricardo, do you have a question? Or you want to tell me what's the difference?
TH of last.
But do we say 20th first? What's the big difference between 20th and 21st, guys? What's the big difference? ¿Cuál es la gran diferencia entre el 20º y el 21º? Between 20th and 21st. ¿Qué ven de diferente en 20? Can you see any difference o ustedes no le ven diferencia? What do you think? Sorry, Freddy?
And numbers ordinals is 21.
In cardinals. Cardinals is 21.
Yeah, cardinals, okay.
The ordinals?
This case is the 21st.
21st. 21st. Okay. Yes. But there is also a big difference here, guys. Miren que aquí en el 20 pusimos 20, le cambiamos la forma y demás. But para el 21, No voy a poner 20th. Lo único que va a cambiar es ese segundo número, el primero. ¿Ok? El segundo número cambia, el primero no. Entonces quería 20, pero first, no 21, sino 21st. No vamos a decir 20th first, sino 21st. Cambio el 1. El 20 no cambia. 21st. ¿Ok? So we have 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. Okay, 30th. We have 30th. Again, so we have 20th and 30th. Okay? But for 31st, ya no cambio el 30, solo cambio el primero. 31st. Okay? So, things to take into account. Number one, in the ordinal numbers, cambian un poquito su estructura, los ordinales de los cardinales. Cardinales son los que ya hemos practicado. 1, 10, 11, 16. Ordinals son estos, que están aquí, que es como nuestro primero, 23º, cuarto, quinto, sexto. ¿Ok? ¿Por qué eso es importante aprendérnoslos en inglés? Porque las fechas, los días del mes los decimos así en inglés. ¿Qué por qué? Porque así es el inglés. En inglés lo hacemos de esa forma. El español es diferente, aunque en español sí lo hacemos con un solo día. ¿Sí reconocen cuál es el día en el que usamos números ordinales cuando decimos la fecha en español? Hay un día que sí lo hacemos. ¿Sí tienen claro cuál es?
First.
Yes, the first. Nosotros siempre decimos el 1 de enero, no decimos enero 1. Ni 1 de enero, decimos el 1 de enero. Decimos el 1 de marzo, el 1 de abril. Pero con los demás no. En inglés hay que hacerlo con todos. ¿Ok? So, things to take into account, guys. Okay, entonces, what we have to take into account, number one, that we add the last two letters. Le ponemos al número las dos últimas letras de su palabra. Entonces, para first, las dos últimas son la ST. Para second, ND. Para third, it's RD. Fourth, up to 19 or 20th, it's TH. But if we have 21st, we change first. So 21st is 2, 1, and ST. 21st. And so on. And the same for 31st. Okay? That's for the ordinal numbers. Now, guys, we're going to practice with you. Do you have a question? Question? Yeah? No problem? Yes, Ricardo?
Mira, está, digamos, 20, 30, en 40 sigue diciendo 38, o en el 20, 28, o sea, 48, así cada 10.
Yes, pero la pronunciación está un poquito enredada, Ricardo. Es 20th, no 28, 20th. Para decir como 20, ¿cierto? Para decir vigésimo. ¿Eso es lo que me estás diciendo o me estás diciendo 28?
No, sí, en cada 20. En cada,
Entonces, ya.
sí, cada 20.
Pero recuerda que la pronunciación es 20th o 20th. Haz de cuenta que al final del 20 vas a poner 10th, 20th.
20th.
Ajá, no 28, 20th or 20th, or 30th, or 40th. Ajá, that's okay. That's exactly what it is. Pero si ya va con otra cifra como 21, 22, 23, entonces no va a cambiar el 20, sino ese último número, ¿ok? Entonces 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, etc. ¿Ok? That's the first part. All right. That's the first part, guys.
Exceptions are for the
And
first,
the other part of this
the
day,
date,
guys,
their total numbers, and are two ways.
here we have two ways of saying the date in English. There are two possibilities to say the date. No es que haya una mejor que otra, son diferentes. In American English, guys, it's very common to say month and day. Month and day. Okay? Month and day. So you can say, for example, March 7th. March 7th. And in British English, it's the opposite. Like we do it in Latin America, day and month. And we say the 7th of March. The 7th of March. The 7th of March. Okay? So both are possible. You can say March 7th. Some people say March the 7th. Or you can say the 7th of March. The 7th of March. March the 7th of March. So one is American it's month and day, or the other one is British, it's day and month. March 7th or the 7th of March, okay? It's up to you.
Ways of put the date that exception is
Finish
within
here, guys. Then you're going to have the time
so
to watch this video as
7th. Now look at the 7 in America. Often if it is in a month,
something important
before
we finished.
Can be 3rd of March.
Here we have, in this case, guys, we have, for example, in American English, that would be March the 5th, 2018 or 2018, or the 3rd of May, okay? Well, if we read it in the British English version, that would be the 3rd of May, 2018, depending on the order, okay? Remember, if it's American English, we have the month first. Si es inglés de Estados Unidos, a veces de Canadá, el mes va primero. Entonces, el mes 3 sería March, ¿ok? Pero si es inglés del Reino Unido, el mes va de segundos. Entonces, sería May. May the 3rd. ¿Ok? So, yeah, May the 3rd, 2018. ¿Ok? Before we move on to this part, guys, I would like you to practice first here the month. ¿Ok? The month, guys. Who got it down? The month. All right? So remember, we have January, no January, okay? It's actually the pronunciation is January, 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 okay? January, January. Then we have February, okay? We have March, March, March. April, April. May, no May, May. June, 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 June. No June, ni June, June. June, 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 June. July, no Julie, July, July. Then we have August, okay? August, 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 okay? We have then September, 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 October, November, and December. So again, we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Or the other possibility, December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April, April, no April, April, prol. Si yo digo April, ¿cómo suena la I? ¿A qué suena la I?
No.
Yes, okay. Es importante que cambiemos porque a veces muchos decimos April, pero no es April, es April. March, February, and January. Okay, January. So far, guys, we have, hasta el momento solo hemos visto the days with ordinal numbers and the months. Okay, the months. So before the break, antes del break, let's practice the pronunciation of the months. Okay. Yo lo voy a ir diciendo, ustedes lo van repitiendo allá en la casa. Remember, the first one is January, okay? January. No January, January, okay? Actually, the correct pronunciation is January, January, okay? January. February, March, March. Remember, the pronunciation is March. April, 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 April. No April, no April, no April. April. April, April. May, May, no May. June, 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 June. Only one sílaba, aunque no parezca solo tiene una sílaba, entonces solo es un golpe de voz. June, June. July, July. We say August, okay? August, okay? August. September, which is easy. October, October. The second O is O, October. Or in British English, October, right? If you like British English, you can say October. November, and December, okay? December. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So guys, before the break, what's the date today? What's the date today? In English, the question is, what's the date today? What's the date today? Can anybody tell me what's the date today? Is there a volunteer who would like to practice pronunciation? I'm going to show you the numbers just in case you don't remember how to say the number here. So guys, what's the date today? ¿Qué fecha es hoy? What's the date today? Paola, what's the date today? Paola Castañeda.
11th.
The 11th. The 11th.
The 11th of the March. February.
The 11th of February. Good. Any other possibility? Una forma distinta de decirlo? That's okay, but is there any other possibility? Gloria or maybe Ricardo before we go to break?
11 February.
But we have to say it's similar. This is parecida a la que dijo Paola, right? The 11th of February. The 11th of February. Okay, Ricardo, do you have a different form? Remember, we can also use the American version, right? What would be the American version of that, Ricardo?
February 11th.
Yes, or February the 11th. Okay, guys. So we're going to have a break, all right? We're going to have a break. We are going to be back at 7:51, okay? We are going to be back at 7:51. Is that okay with everybody? Sorry?
Okie
We're going
dokie.
to be back. Okie dokie, guys. See you at 7:51.
Okay.
See you in 20 minutes. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.